controlled until the last possible moment, until an automatic release takes place. Wow. It knocks your eyes out, doesn't it? But we are dealing with something just as important and just as difficult sometimes to teach as we would a class in physics or math. And it cannot be overly simplified. And we try to teach it as simply as you possibly can, but that's a good definition. Because as we get into power base and we stride and the back knee triggers, we're building energy. We're into gears number 1 and 2. We're building energy. We're building up speed. And this is power-based preparation. We're going to get right here every pitch. We have yet to make a decision on that pitch as to whether we're going to commit the swing to it. Now, think with me. If we start our stride when the pitch is released, and it takes 25/100ths of a second for the ball to travel approximately 30 feet, then I'm talking about something pretty quick, aren't I? We're talking about stride, back knee trigger, and as we're making the move to the power base, we're seeing the release of the ball, and we're getting information off the ball that first half the distance. As the ball is approximately halfway to the plate, and we're at the power base having completed gear number 1 and begin to activate gear number 2, we'll have to have made a decision somewhere there as the ball is approximately midpoint on its way to the plate, whether or not it's going to be a strikeable ball, whether it's fastball, curveball, what its plane is going to be, where it's going to arrive, because it takes us the other 25/100ths of a second to deliver the bat physically. Well, we're really talking about fine-tuning, are we not? Now, let's pick up one additional point now. As you get to a power base, stride, back knee trigger, as you make a decision to swing the bat, a lot of things occur. We're going to try to cover those in sequence for you. But you will have a gradual feeding. Think of this when people say weight transfer to you. Think of this when people say use your hips, because we have a tendency to want to spin them. We have a tendency to want to leap or lunge, and that's not correct. We stride to a power base, back knee triggers, we get to here. There's a slow feeding of weight from here to here. If this is the second gear and we get it triggered, all that time we want relaxation here in our hands. What we want to avoid, gentlemen, what we want to avoid is club head throwaway, early tension in our hands off the stride. What we call separation, hitch, wrap, hitching action, roll down, separation that results in a barring of the lead arm. We do not want the lead arm to get barred. All of these types of things occur only if you bring tension into the swing as a part of the stride. Now, I'm noticing people as they work in drills throughout our camps and throughout our teaching at Oklahoma State, we find this the singular most difficult thing to overcome, and that is tension in the hands as a part of the striding action. We see hitters want to do something with the bat. We call this the puppet effect, the howdy-doody effect. When this moves, this gets excited. This is the first habit we break. We're going to be relaxed in our hands wherever they start. They're going to be relaxed, and as we stride and trigger the back knee, the hands are going to be relaxed down into the launching area. That's where gear number 3 takes place, and it is the very, very critical area of bat delivery. We cannot let the hands cast themselves out, throw themselves out. We do not want the hit impulse. That's the instinct. That's fear and tension. We take a stride, ha! Hit impulse, bang! Bring it out away from me. I saw it. I see it every time I go to a ballpark. I see it every time I run drills. The majority of us do it. We do it constantly. The difference maker for you as an athlete to become a better hitter, gentlemen, is to learn to stay relaxed until your power-based techniques, gear number 1 and 2, are complete. Can you do it? Awfully important. And that's what almost all of our drills There are about 50 different drills that we work on and what we call breakdown drills, and all of those are geared up primarily to get you to a point to where you can stay relaxed in your hands at that particular point and deliver the bats. Okay, move a step further. We talked about distance between the knees, correct? Now let's talk about distance between the elbows. Let's emphasize that this is a muscle-type position in hitting. We have so many hitters that think their hands have to be out away from their body. They think they have to grip the bat hard. They think that they have to be strong in a position or they won't be quick. Don't confuse effort for energy. Don't confuse trying too hard for having energy. There is lightning in these hands if they're relaxed because the speed muscles are allowed to work. When I get tension, I bring in the big muscles and they're stronger and slower. And I get bat head throwaway, I get a barred lead arm, I get casting. All the bad separation habits that occur in hitting occur there. Separation, wrap, hitching, roll down, and all those things that destroy a good launching area with relaxation. Eliminate tension. It's a mental game, constantly going out here and working. Stride, 1, 2, relax. Stride to a power base, trigger back knee, relax. Relax. Can I stay relaxed through those 2 gears? The distance between my elbows sometimes indicates to me how relaxed the bat is. The more flared, this is flared elbows, these are almost 180 degrees, yet I see guys try to hit like this. Yet when we make contact, where are the elbows? Elbows are real close together, aren't they? Yeah. So if they're flared like this to begin with, think how far they have to travel in a half second. I got to do all this while I'm thinking about all this, while I'm reading a ball at 85 miles an hour, and I got a total of 50 hundredths of a second, or approximately half a second, to read it, react to it, and arrive on time. Wow. That's pretty awesome. And so the distance between my knees and the elbows also reflect how far the bat has to travel to get to the ball. This distance and this distance has a tendency to tell me how far the bat has to travel. The further wider I am here, and the wider I am here, the further the bat has to travel to get to the baseball, so it makes me slow. When I'm slow, what I have to do, I have to start early. When I have to start early, what happens to me? They throw the breaking ball, the straight change. They change the plane or they change the rhythm, and my goodness, I is in trouble. I have no chance to check the swing because I've lost bat head control. I have no chance to do anything else with the bat. I've already pre-committed it. I cannot change its arc, and I hope he throws the fastball where I swing and I got a chance. And so those things, as you advance up the level, eliminate those that can and those that can't. It's not that you can become a real good breaking ball hitter, but you can gain the discipline not to swing at bad breaking balls. You gain the discipline and you get the decision-making process much later in your swing. I can make the decision right here a lot later with a lot more information off the ball than I can in this position, having to commit to swing, and I'm dead. Now you can see that. Everybody can see that. Very simply put, we've got to gain control of the hands relaxation as we go to a power base, and we let that power base begin this explosion with a back knee trigger release. We want to emphasize at this point what relaxation brings us. It brings to us use of our speed muscles. And very quickly for you,